When we talk about health for seniors, one of the most important things to focus on is wellness and prevention. And there are just so many things that people can do to keep their bodies their healthiest and their homes their safest. And we want you all to feel empowered to know that. Brought to you by Desert Oasis Healthcare's Stable Steps program and Altura's Upright Active Aging program. We'll explore all things wellness and safety now. Joining us is Dr. Lindsey Valenzuela, VP of Population Health Integration at Desert Oasis Healthcare. Dr. Valenzuela, thank you so much for being here to talk about active living. It's such an important topic, yes?
Absolutely. And it should be important to everybody.
I love that. We know that there's a direct link between how active you are and how happy you are. What can you tell us about that?
I'm sure many people have noticed that when we exercise, we feel good. And that's because our bodies actually release endorphins or feel-good chemicals in our brains. They help us to feel calm and happy and relaxed. And when we add in family and friends to that activity together, that makes this release even more powerful.
For people who don't work out, this could feel intimidating and like a big lift, no pun intended. So what are some very easy ways they can just start adding activity into their day-to-day?
I think the most important piece is to start small. Starting somewhere is the best start. If you sit at work all day, get up, walk for 5 to 10 minutes, take the stairs instead of the escalator or the elevator, any movement is better than no movement at all. And soon, the more you move on a regular basis, the easier it will get.
It's interesting to look sometimes at different cultures, right? Because culturally speaking, fitness and working out might not have been a big part of growing up for some cultures. How do you see fitness preferences in senior years vary dependent on different cultures?
That's a great question. You know, exercise is a part of all of our lives if we just think of exercise as movement, rather than marathons or the gym. When we were kids, we would go out and play sports, play soccer with our friends. And then as we grew up, we played less, but we could still move more. We have to find exercise that is appropriate and accessible. Add an extra block to your walks with your dog. If you live close to the supermarket or the post office or a friend's house, walk there instead of driving. New habits really help you to live that healthier life that we all want as we age.
Take the stairs, right, instead of the elevator or escalator, when you have those little opportunities to substitute in. Let's talk a bit about safety. We were talking about health and staying active, but part of being active, of course, you need to make sure you stay safe. What can you do to fall-proof your home and make sure that your home is a safe space that you're not going to get hurt being a part of?
Well, there's a couple of simple things that we all can do in our homes. Rugs are a major cause of falls, especially as we age. So if you can remove rugs, that's a really easy thing to do first. And I know a lot of us take our shoes off when we go inside our house, but wearing shoes actually helps to reduce the risk of falls. So considering having house shoes and shoes you use outside of the house. That way when you're at home, you can wear shoes that have not been outside and still reduce your risk of falls. And, you know, when we talk about activity and falls, it's all about building muscles. So balance is important to reducing falls, but it relies on those muscles. But you can't go from 0 to 100. You have to take it slowly. Practice just standing up and sitting down to work those muscles in your legs and your abdomen. When you're sitting on the couch or chair watching TV, do leg lifts. Lift canned food in place of heavy weights. Building muscle takes time, so go slowly and be careful. It's not a race.
I love that. At the end of the day, I think we all have so many things to stay healthy for, so many reasons to stay healthy. If you could share just from some of your senior patients, what are some of the things that some of your senior patients want to stay healthy for?
Well, I think as we age, you know, we're a culture that now lives well beyond 60 years of age. So as we age, we do have chronic conditions that we're concerned about. But if we want to live to 80 and beyond, I think all of us would like to live a life where we can move and not be restricted to bed. So in order to have that quality of life, it's important to focus on movement and health. Living longer with good health is really a long-term goal that relies on action every day. And, beyond just feeling good as we age, I think we all want to continue to participate with our family and friends, doing fun things. And as we age, that might be with grandkids or great grandchildren. In order to do that, we really have to make a commitment every day to get up and move.
Such important information. I hope everyone, when watching, feels even just a little bit inspired to get a little bit more active to bring out a better version of yourself. Dr. Valenzuela, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.